Recording in progress.
Right, students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible to you? Okay, now it's a time to see to move forward. The another most important concept, the continuation part of the last session. So let's move to the further discussion. So there I will say 6 p.m. features of Python. So there I discussed almost very important features. Very important features I discussed. Simple, freeware and open source, platform independent, dynamically typed, interpreted. In the last class, it is over. Now I'm going for what? High level. Right. So one student is taking video or pic, I don't know. Stand up once. Last. Yes. You only taking pic, right? You're not taking. Bring your mobile. You're only taking now pics when I'm coming on the way. Not taking. No, I'm not checking it. Confidential. No problem. Sit down. So learn good subject. No need to take video on. You are practically seeing now how many are there. Right. Don't take like that. So coming to the point of it, we are entering into where? High level. Come in, ma. So we are entering into next feature called high level language. Right. Carefully look at that. These features are very simple and easy to write it also. Easy to understand. Coming to the point of it, as far as this discussion is concerned, there are two types of languages are available. One is in IT, we have two types of languages are available. So we have two types of languages. They are, one is low level programming languages, and the second one is high level programming language. What do you mean by low level programming language? According to your knowledge. So coming to the point of it, don't try to tell Amirpet kind of definitions, because it's a very danger, right? What is meant by low level language? I'll explain. What is high level programming language also I'll explain. Later we can conclude that what Python language is. Fine. This is called what you know, students? High level programming language. Second one is, well, now I'm going to discuss one important point here. What is it? In the low level programming language, data is always represented. The data is always stored. Always stored in the form of, I'll write three important sentences, comma, I'll write one more thing, comma, one more thing I will write it. There are three important things are available here. What is that? You just try to understand me. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, and I'm asking A plus B. What will be the answer, students? 7 is an answer. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, A plus B is equal to what? 7. Answer is what? 7. Good. So now this is okay. Now A is equal to 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. B is equal to 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Like this I am having. This is one more is there. Now I am asking a question. What is A plus B? Will you able to answer it? No. So the point is, this data is available in the form of what? Binary. Is available in the form of binary format. Binary format. Who will understand the binary format actually? Ma? Who is that? Machine. Which machine? Machine, system. These are all called not correct words. And of course, don't feel that. Because the girl said, if boy said, I would have been given different answer. Machine, don't tell like that. That is, who will tell that words? A layman can say that words. Who will understand? OS will understand. Processor will understand. Yesterday I told one important thing or not. PVM reads line by line of bytecode, converted into mission understandable code, in the bracket executable code or binary code. So the data is available in binary code. That data, binary code is always understandable by OS and processor. So such a type of thing is called binary. Who will not understand directly? Who will not understand directly? Programmer cannot understand. But these questions will ask in interview point of view. I will explain these things in detail about it within very shortly 1 or 2 days. Within 1 or 2 days that will be going on discussing. Now keep it understanding. This is, you cannot say as early as possible like what you are saying. A plus B 7 you said, because daily you are interacting with this type of data. What is this data called? What is this data called? Can anybody can answer my question? What is this data is called? Come in, ma. What is this data is called? Binary. Spell out. Right. In Python programming, in C programming, in C++ programming, in Java programming, data will be binary data will be represented. 0B stands for what? Binary data, which I'll explain in detail about, students. Don't worry, because in interview point of view, this is very, very important. Now, after that, we are going to come across another type of number system also. 0O. 0O stands for octal representation. In our schooling days, or at least in our degree first years or engineering first years, you used to get number systems: binary, octal, hexadecimal, and a decimal number system. Have you aware of it? So even this is a minimum requirement, minimum knowledge. Suppose 1, 2, 3 I am writing. B is equal to 0O. Some 3, 4, 5 I am writing. What is the answer of A plus B? It is regularly asking questions in MCQs in the Python language. What is the answer? You take any student, they can't answer it, because this is represented as what? Represented as what? Octal format. Octal format is understandable by what? Microprocessor, microprocessor kits, microprocessor kits. There you are writing mnemonics, mnemonics. So mnemonics, there is one sheet is available. There is one sheet is available. Electronic students knows better than here. 8086 microprocessor programming is there. Assembly language programming we can call. There we are representing the data in the form of what? Octal notation. Such type of octal notation is completely different from binary and completely different from 3-4. What is 3-4 data number type? Decimal number system. What is this? What is this number system? Octal number system. Octal number system. Next I am going to write it. A is equal to 0x face. 0x face. Hexadecimal. 0x means hexa. It's a very interview based question. Very frequently asked a question. What is the value of face? Not our face. 0x face. There is a hexadecimal. 0 to 9, A to F. I'll explain this number because they are very important in data science. B is equal to what? 0x BEE. 0x BEE. These are very frequently asked questions. And what will be the A plus B? What will be the A plus B? This is called which type of number system, students? Hexa. Hexadecimal number system. This is hexadecimal number system. What I'm trying to tell now is directly the point is, here binary format is there, here octal format is there, hexadecimal format is there. A programmer cannot understand directly binary format easily. A octal format cannot understandable by the programmer immediately. Same hexadecimal also. Such a type of number system data, Python programming automatically converted into understandable format of the programmer. That's why Python language is by default giving the data in understandable format to the programmer or end user. That's why Python language is called high level language. Binary data is a low level format representation. Octal is also low level format. Hexadecimal also what? Low level format. This is used in where? OS development they are using. Hexadecimal number system they are using in where? OS development. In the classroom, I will explain these things in detail for you. In detail, I will explain this concept for you. Where I will explain very shortly, I'm going to discuss about data types. I'm going to start, my dear students. In the data types, there is a fundamental data types. There is a conversions are there. You see, there is a headings are there. Mathematical conversion, I will explain. Mathematical conversion, I will explain. And next, I will explain what? Programmatic conversions, I will explain. Mathematically, how to do it, I'm going to explain. All those things I'll explain in the classroom. You see, this is another conversion technique. Like this, another conversion, octal to decimal, decimal to octal. Like that, I'm going to explain number of conversions with the programming in the class. So this conclusion today says that irrespective of the type of number system data you represented, Python programming automatically converted into what format? Understandable format. So octal is converted into decimal, where it can be easily understandable by the programmer. Hexadecimal is not understandable by the programmer, is automatically converted into what? Decimal. Binary also converted into what? That's why Python is converted into the understandable format. It is known as what? High level language. Even high level language value can be converted into what? Binary format, octal format, and that's why Python language is acting as a conversion between the number systems part. So coming to the practical environment, and I will show you. Go to the Python language now. Go to the Python language now. I'll go to this Python 3.10 or Python 3.11, whatever you like it. Go to A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. Now I am saying print of what? A plus B. Print of A plus B. What is the answer? 7. Now see students, A is equal to 0B, 0, 1, 1. B is equal to 0B, 1, 0, 0. Print of what? A plus B. Now I am writing same answer. This is called what? 3 equivalent binary. This is called equivalent what? 4. Now I am printing. What is that? 7. Print of A, you write it. Actually, A is called 0B, 1, 1, which is called 3. Even though I represented data in the binary format, it is coming to us in the form of what? Understandable format to the end user or programmer. B, you print it. What is the B value here? 4. How this value converted into binary to decimal, I will explain in the class. Are you getting ma? Don't worry about that. I'll tell you once again. I will take a bin of one function is there. You pass A value here. What is the A value now? What is the A value actually? I'll take like this. Don't come late, student. A is equal to 3. B is equal to 4. Now say bin of A. You say what is converted? Automatically converted to 0B, 1, 1 or not? 0B, 1, 1. 1, 1 is nothing but 0, not necessary to remember. Bin of what now? B, you say. What is the answer now? 0B, 1, 0, 0. It is also called what? Binary format. Did you understand these points? So Python programming is converting, even though you represent the data in lower format, it is automatically converted into what? High level format. Last and final. A is equal to 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. B is equal to 0, 0, some 2, 3. Print of A here, you see, it is not going to be 1, 2, 3. It is called what? 83. Octal equivalent is called what? 83. Now say guys, it is called what? 19. 0, 23 equivalent is what? 19. You say A plus B, students. A plus B, you say. It is called what? 1 or 2. Are you getting? Now, one more time, if you want OCT of what? All these things I'll explain in the coding very shortly. Today I will complete the features. Tomorrow onwards, 0 level coding onwards, it will start. 83, you pass it. 83. Directly I'm passing high level value, which is converted into 0, 1, 2, 3 or not. You say next value is called what, ma? 19 you say. 19 is converted, sorry. 19 is converted into what? 0 over 2, 3. Getting? Last and final, A is equal to 0x face, F-A-C-E. You print A value now directly. The hexadecimal value is automatically converted into what? Understandable format of the programmer. To convert back hex, there is a function called a hex. What is that now? 64,206. Its an answer is called what? 0x face. Did you understand, guys? Yes. This indicates that converting from low level to higher level to low level. This is called which type of language? High level language. Now I want to show you what is this high level language. One small point I want to get it. So high level programming language I want to bring it. So here I will show you that. Just to see, instead of typing it, because I explained that, now I'm going to say, let me open it and see, students. Please read out now. Automatically you can understand. In this context, we have two types of languages. They are, number one, low level programming languages, high level programming languages. Low level programming languages, read out. In low level programming languages, data is always stored in the form of what? Low level values such as binary data, octal data, hexadecimal data. These number systems are not directly understandable by end users. Not understandable. Will the end user will understand? Will the end user will understand these values? No. Such number system values are automatically converted into which language? High level. Who will do this conversion? Python. That's why Python is what? Right. Now, please read out high level language. In these languages, internally, even the programmer specifies the data in the form of low level format such as binary, octal, hexadecimal data. Actually, Python programming language execution environment converts into high level data, which is understandable by end users. Hence, Python is one of the high level programming language. See, students, I represented binary data, printed AB. I represented hexadecimal, I printed it, and I printed this binary of that and hex of that. And don't worry about this example, I will explain it. So Python is which language? Right. Some of the people will say about high level language like this also. What they will say? Writing the program in Python is writing like an English language they will write. That's why Python is high level language. If you remember the sentence and if you go to interviews and if you say, they will ask you first question, do you know English? Writing the program in Python is something like writing like an English, they will say. Do you know English or not? That is the question mark. Do you know English? Yes, sir? Yes, you know. Stand up. You are sleeping and saying yes. Maroon color t-shirt. Yes. Stand up. Do you know English? Faster. Sleeping, right? Middle. Sometimes middle. Sleeping or not? No? Not sleeping. Don't tell lies. I'm observing every student. Right, don't worry. Now I'm asking a question. What is the improper noun? Do you know English? What is improper noun? What is abstract noun? You tell me now. Do you know English? Don't know? Sit down. Right. Now, students, don't feel, because I'll ask definitely that questions. If I don't ask, your parents will not ask questions now. Will they ask questions? No. So I have to definitely ask, because that question I have to prepare for interviews also. In all-round development, I will prepare students. Please face it and don't hesitate to face it. Now, come to the point of it. Now I'm going to put a conclusion in the class. High-level programming language, low-level programming language. I hope you understand. Seeing anybody writing the program in Python is writing something like an English. So people, this is a very poisonous statement. We should not. Did you understand why it is high-level language? Yes. Now I'm entering into the online students. Did you catch this point? Did you catch this point? Did you understand this point? And don't worry about abstract noun, proper noun and all those things. That is not necessary for us. We need to know Python, English very well. That is more than enough to shape your career. Okay, students. Now, I'll go to the next feature of Python, student. Next feature of Python, I will take it. Let us carefully follow me. Next, I'm going to introduce one more thing called what? Robust. Robust, I'm going to tell you here. What do you mean by robust? What is the English meaning of robust? Strong. Strong. Right. Look at the general awareness I will give you. When you are going in a car, when you enter into the car, what you will keep immediately? Seat belt. Why are you keeping seat belt? Safe. That means you want to become yourself robust, right or not? Yes. Robust means what? Making our application as strong. Let me give you one excellent example. Of course, I am telling in the class also. That is nothing but ATM application, which I am explaining in the classroom, students. That is an ATM use case. I will explain how ATM will be working out. Actually, we are going to see. Take one small example, all of you. When you enter into the ATM center, who are us first of all? Who are us first of all? Are we users or developers of ATM? Right. So developer is separate, user is separate. Tomorrow, if you enter into the company, who are you? Programmer. You will develop the project or not? On that project, somebody else starts working, right or not? Who are those people? Users. Who are you? Developer. Programmer or not? Right. See, students, when you go to an ATM center, an end user like us will keep the card in most hurriedly in reverse order. Keeping the card in reverse order is called what? Wrong. From which side? End user side. Correct or not? And what is the response from the ATM machine? Did you observe it? What is that? Is remove the card and insert properly. How it knows? Just I'm asking. That means it's a really hands up to that programmer who has written the code of what? When the card is kept in reverse order, it is recognizing the piece of code is written internally to make that ATM center as strong. When you keep the card kept in reverse order, remove it and what? Insert properly. That is nothing but which message? User-friendly error message. Spell out. Good. When end user commits a mistake, that appropriate software, that appropriate app should give me a message where end user can understand. Such messages are what? User-friendly error messages. Spell out again. Speaking like a Gautama Buddha statue. In my class, nothing will work out. You have to speak. Which message? User-friendly error message. If you don't speak, I will separately make you to stand up and I will make you to speak in the class. You may think that I am a BTech student, but I know what is there inside of that. So already we tested so many times. You have to speak. Then only you can sit in my class. Otherwise, no. Only job seeking people only need to come to the class. For everybody coming and sitting, problem. Success rate will reduce. Come on, next step. Good. Next I will do, I'll remove my card and I'll insert the card properly, right? And I kept it and it is asking, enter the PIN number. I enter the PIN number wrong again. What it will say? Invalid PIN number. I will tell you all these coding segments in the class. Invalid PIN number. That means it is already written the piece of code for that or not. Then you think about ATM application which is developed with strong or weak? Strong. Okay, you remove the card and card is immediately coming out and you kept the card and insert the number properly and asking options you are choosing, right? Withdraw, you have taken it. You have 10,000 rupees in your account, but you are testing with the 20,000, thinking whether mission is giving, okay, take it and enjoy. 20,000 you are entering. What is the message coming? Insufficient funds. Read Python notes carefully for getting the sufficient funds. So just I'm adding that word. In my ATM project, it is added. Insufficient funds. Will get the message or not? Tell me, students. Right. That message is called what message? User-friendly error message. That means when end user do the mistake, what messages are coming? So hence I will think that ATM center is ATM application is strong or weak. And whenever I want to withdraw the money, I will go to that place only. Why it is giving any mistake I do, it is telling to me, correct or not? For example, you will visit to one ATM center, one Union Bank ATM center you will visit. There you kept your card. By mistake, you kept your card in reverse order. The beep sound is coming from the ATM machine. And you are waiting when the money will be coming and all those things. Beep sound is coming. You will wait for 1 minute. You will kick off the machine and you will go to other place. Why that beep sound is coming? It is not developed properly. Hence, it indicates that giving the understandable message is different from giving the technical error message. Only sound is coming. What can I understand? Will you understand the message? No. So tomorrow, if you develop any application, if end user commits a mistake, you need to give which messages? User-friendly error messages you will give. Technically speaking, by default, listen this word carefully. By default, when the end user enters wrong input means what? Keeping the card in reverse order, entering invalid PIN number, entering invalid amounts to withdraw. These are all called what? Wrong inputs. Whenever I input wrong inputs to my project, by default, project related language will give you technical error messages, which are not understandable by whom? End users. End users will understand what messages? User-friendly error message only. By default, what messages will come? Technical error messages. Who will understand technical error messages? Only programmer can understand. Who cannot understand? End user cannot understand. That's why in real time, every real-time programmer will convert which messages to which message? Technical error messages into which messages? User-friendly error messages. To convert the technical error messages into user-friendly error messages, we have a beautiful concept in Python. Exception handling topic is there. Exception handling concept is available. Did you understand my point? Whether you take a Gmail application or Facebook application or Twitter, even you take your funds transfer application called PhonePe, you take it. Whenever you enter wrong PIN number, it is saying what? Invalid PIN. You take your mobile app also, when you are going to enter the PIN or pattern you are drawing or not. When you enter invalid PIN or invalid pattern, what are the message is coming? Invalid PIN or invalid pattern is coming or not? That means already mobile app also containing what? Exception handling concept is used. If it is not giving any message to you, what do you think? It is not developed properly. You feel that is called which application? Weak application we can call. Did you understand my point? So whenever you develop the real-time application, you are supposed to use which facility? Exception handling facility you will use it. That exception handling purpose is what? Converting technical error messages into what? User-friendly error message. That is the main aim of the languages providing exception handling. Because of exception handling facility, the language will become what? Strong. Understand? By default, languages will not give which messages? User-friendly error messages will not come. Which messages will come? Technical error messages will come. To convert the technical error messages into user-friendly error message, you need, who are you? Programmer. You will understand the technical error messages and you will convert into what? For that, I am going to explain lot of things in the class. Lot of things in the class I am going to explain. You come to the point of it. So see that somewhere else you go for it. 4 p.m. There it is a concept called exceptions. See that case 1, case 2, ATM application, so many number of things we are going to discuss. Under that, there is a syntax also will be there. Syntax for handling the exception. There are some keywords are present in that. Try, except, else and all those things. See the syntaxes here. See the syntax, another syntax, I will open it. Another syntax. How many syntaxes I am going to tell you? Form 1 syntax, Form 2 syntax, Form 3 syntax, Form 4 syntax, final syntax in real time. There are 2 final syntaxes are there in real time. All those things we will discuss in the real time point of it. Understand, students? So I'm going to conclude my sentences. What do you mean by robust? I just want to explain here. Robust meaning is nothing but what? Python is one of the Which language? Robust programming language. Robust programming language, because it provides which concept? Exception handling facility. Exception handling facility. There you need to understand. So that if the Python programmer uses which concept? Exception handling, then Python based applications becomes what? Robust. Python applications becomes what? Robust. Did you understand the meaning of robust, students? Python applications becomes what? Robust. Did you understand my point here? Yes. So I hope it is clear for you. Now here, if you want me to look into that definition of exception, 1 minute, how you can understand, I don't know. I want to write one small point here. Definition of exception. 1 minute, mom. Listen, all of you. Definition of exception handling. Because all these things I'm going to show you, students. Because at present, I want to give you what is definition of exception. What do you mean by definition of exception handling? I'm going to explain. What do you mean by exception? I'm going to say any kind of end user mistake is simply considered as what? Exception. Not attending the classes properly, it is a lifetime exception. Not listening class properly, it is a lifetime exception. When exception comes, you will get what? Technical error message. Who will not understand? End user. Who will understand? Programmer. All sorts of runtime errors are called exceptions. Runtime errors means what? An application in the ATM run 24/7, correct? It is under running only. When you keep your card, you are utilizing that application during running time. When the end user enters wrong input, what is that wrong input entering is called exception. Not reading notes daily is an exception. What message will come? Job will not come. That is called what? Technical error message. When you read the notes, job will come. That is called what message? Successful message. Valid input, valid output. Invalid input, invalid output కాదు, exception. Don't apply academic intelligence. Ordinary, extraordinary. Extraordinary, not ordinary. Not like that. Valid input gives valid output. Invalid input gives exception. Understand? Tell me, what is the definition of exception? All runtime errors are called exception. Actually, errors are of how many types? 3 types. One is compile time errors, logical errors, runtime errors. But our source will say the compile time errors, runtime errors. But actually, logical error is also there. Logical errors will come when you are not writing the logic properly. You see, a plus b by 2, a plus b by 2, a plus b by 2. There is a lot of differences there or not? Here result is different. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 3. If I write here, you will get what? 6.5. If you write here, you will get what? 11.5. By thinking, these values are given. They asked you to calculate a plus b by 2. By mistake, he has written this answer. What is the answer he is getting? Is it a logic is correct or not? Wrong. Because the question is given like this. But by mistake you are writing, it is called what? Answer is coming, but it is giving what? Wrong result. The PVM don't know logics. PVM don't know logics. PVM will execute the logic what you have written it. I hope you are following me. So now I am going to say, if I write like this, this is an answer is coming. This is called which error? Logic error. I hope you are catching me. When you don't follow the syntaxes, it is called which error? Compile time errors. Syntax mistakes are called compile time errors. Logic mistakes are called logical errors. Invalid inputs entered by the end user called what? Runtime errors. That runtime errors are called what? Exceptions. All runtime errors are called what? Right. When I enter invalid input, what will come? Exception. By default, I am writing students, by default, all programming languages, all programming languages, all programming languages, when exception occurs, when exception occurs, then we get which messages? Technical error messages. I hope you are getting me. Technical error messages, and it is not under, it is not a, and it should not be. I will write separate line. In industry, I am writing separately. In industry, it is not recommended. It is not recommended to generate which messages? Come on, to generate which messages? Technical error messages. Technical error messages, because these messages are not understandable by what? End users. So industry is recommended. I am writing next line. Industry is recommended to generate what? To generate user-friendly error messages. User-friendly error messages. By using which concept? Very good. Exception handling. That's it. Now see the name itself, you see, exception handling. What is exceptions gives you? Which messages will come up? Technical error message. What are you doing now? Handling. By handling, what are you doing? Converting into which messages? Right. There are a lot of syntaxes are there in this. Tell me definition of exception handling. Please look at carefully. Exception is different. Exception handling is different. Tell me, what is the definition of exception handling? The process of converting technical error messages into what? User-friendly error messages. User-friendly error messages is called what? Exception handling. Is called exception handling. Did you understand, students? Very good. Now I'm going to give you the concept here. So Python programming, every real-time application must be developed by using which concept? Exception handling. Right? Good students, online students, you see how perfectly they are typing it. Everybody, Monica, Srujana, and next is called Sanjita. So these are all called very powerful students. All girls. Today world is running on the girls. So see that. So now everybody is coming active. Naga Venkata, Saujanya, right? So the moment when I started calling the names, they're getting new energy. Really, I have to appreciate them. Sitting in the class and just only watching with eyes how Sari is explaining, how Sari is typing. One day I will ask you to stand up in the class. I will see that how you are answering in my class. If you go to an interview, they won't give the job. How beautifully you will look at the class, how beautifully you will sit in front of the interviewer, they will not see. You need to exhibit your talent. Are you able to follow? So please improve your communication, my dear students. The communication can be improved only by speaking in the class. By answering my questions, you can improve. Offline students need to speak. Online students need to type. When you do that, 101% you will get the subject, and the subject is there means job will come automatically. Right? So did you understand why Python is robust? Take any student except my students. Exception handling is there in Java also. Exception handling is there in Python also. Exception handling is there majority of the programming languages except C++ languages. C++ also there, but it is very weak features are available compared to what? Python language. So when we are learning exceptions means you have to use in real-time project about that features. So why Python is strong? Because it provides which facility? C++ languages are weak. Why? It doesn't contain which facility? Python contains which facility? When you use exception handling in your project, you are converting which messages? Technical error messages into user-friendly error message. Hence, your project is strong or weak? If you don't use exception handling even in Python also, which messages will come by default? That is weak or strong. So ultimately strong or weak decided based on how user friendly your application interact with the end user. Understand my point? Well, now this is called robust. I will save it in the features level. So go to the place of it now, students. Done here. Now I'm saving it. I will upload in the classroom. So done. Right, students. Now I'm going to the next level features. I'm going to enter into eighth one. You see, eighth one I am not going to speak immediately in the class because functional programming is called core Python. Object oriented programming features will come in advanced Python. I can't explain the total biggest topic. I will explain functional programming in the class for 12 days and I explain object oriented programming around 11 days. Because in artificial intelligence, OOPS features are so important thing. So important in real time, the OOPS is. You also studied OOPS in your colleges. That OOPS is already OOPS. That OOPS, if I take into class, you cannot OOPS interviews. If you listen OOPS in the class, I'll show you what is the real-time picture of OOPS, how it is useful. And functional programming is there where you are learning lot of things. So in every batch, I'm not going to tell at features level, eighth feature I'm not going to explain. And don't think that sir is not explain. I will explain when I come to where functions. For example, you see how many things 4 p.m. Functions you see, functions here. There is a separate topic functions. See how many examples are there. How many examples are there? See the index itself. Index I will show you. Index of functions. A beautiful, bigger topic it is. Why I'm talking all these things and showing? Suppose by mistake, if you miss my class, if you go somewhere, you have to expect this. First level, next second level, next third level, and a fourth level. Data science filter map reduce level. These many topics related, one line answer I cannot explain. And it is not possible to me. If I say that I only will satisfy with my answer, you cannot satisfy. After listening the entire topic, if I say briefly, you will understand. Okay, when I come to OOPS now, in this place only there is a topic name called OOPS. There is a topic name OOPS. OOPS related index I will show you. Index of OOPS you see. How much big one? First level, next second level, and then third level, and then next fourth level, and next fifth level, and then sixth level, and seventh, and these many things. You said you will not find this much great topics. Exclusively prepared for towards the highest target is called data science. AWS, DevOps, testing, automation, these are all subfields. When I join intermediate, if you take IIT coaching, all sub-test also will be covered, right or not? If you train only IPE also will become fail. If you take IIT coaching, at least you will get out of 1000, 980 marks you will get it. At least MSET rank will come. That's right. Target for high, shoot for high, at least 90% content you will get it. You can select in the beginning, very much good field. You can see that OOPS content you see, almost it is 79 topics are there. These 79 topics I cannot explain in single line. After entering into OOPS, I will tell you why OOPS is required. Understand, students? That's why I'm not talking immediately. Functional programming and object-oriented programming, I am not going to explain. Right. So, Moore law, M-O-R-L-A, M-O-R-L-A. Difference between error and exception. It's a good question. Not only that I am explaining, I will explain difference between bug, B-U-G. Difference between bug, error, exception, mistake. I will explain 4 differences. Bug is nothing but what error they will say. Error is nothing but what bug. Bug is nothing but exception. Exception is nothing but mistake. What is the difference? Technical differences. With the coding level I want. I'll explain all these things most perfectly. The moment I speak, I'll speak with you only coding. When I speak with coding, no sound is coming from opposite side. You have to listen, that's all. You have to grasp it, that's all. If I speak orally, you'll get 101 thoughts will come. But I speak always in the class with the coding only. I'm showing the coding parts also. When I'm showing means you can understand, I'm going to explain everything perfectly with the coding part. Shall I move forward? So eighth facility, I'm not going to enter. ROM. Error means program is syntactically wrong. No, sir. KNOW, sir. ROM is saying that answer to me. ROM, don't worry, my dear student. I'm not commenting about your answer, whether it's correct or not. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. So we will worry about what we are involving with. Next, I'm going for what? Extensible and embedded. Both of them are what? Both of them are what? Interrelated to each other. Let me talk about both of them here. Embedded and extensible here. Easy, coming to the point of it. Extensible and embedded. First, I will talk about what? Extensible. What do you mean by extensible? This is very easy. See, if somebody asks you a help, somebody asks you your help, an unknown person, will you help it? Suppose somebody is asking, give your mobile, I want to call my friend. Will you give it? Give it once, what will happen? Will you help it? Some people are genuine, some people are really ungenuine will be there. Right or not? So, extensible means need to provide the services to other language. If you come to C programming, you take it. C programming, you take it. Understand, students? In C programming, I want to generate calendar. To generate the calendar, I will show once in the class also. Minimum, I will write 450 lines of code. 450 lines of code. You try once. First of all, you will not try 450 lines of who will write, sir? Right? 450 lines you need to write. I'll show that code once in the class. If a C programmer is developing the app of what? Calendar, he definitely need to write what? 450 lines of code. Definitely C programmer is looking some help. Is there any language which is providing easiest coding, more meaningful result, which is called what? Python. And really Python is providing its services to use as a part of other languages also. Indicating C language programming, C++ programming is ready to use what? Python services. So who need to provide the services? First of all, Python services are what? Extensible to other language people. So the other language people can call the coding segments of which language? Python language, provided if you know how C syntaxes are allowed to call other language syntaxes. There is really a facility in C programming to call what? Other language features also can be called into the C++ thing. If Python is not providing, even though the language contains the feature of accessing, even though the Python is containing the feature of accessing, but who will not provide? Python is not providing, definitely they cannot succeed it. In simple words, Python programming provided its services to which languages? So Python is which language? In 2020 survey of YouTube, 2020 survey of YouTube, they said that in 2015 survey, for every 5 years, they will be releasing some survey of YouTube. You read YouTube, top world-class companies uses Python. You read YouTube, one option is there. You read that. In 2020, in 2015, I will speak, Python code used in YouTube is only 25%. Only 25%. 60% of the code used in that is what? C language. Why C language is most popular still as on today? Because it is the fastest execution language. C language is the fastest execution language. Python is not a fastest execution language. Python is what? Comfortable programming language. Python is a slow in execution. But in Python 3.11, which is available now, they are increasing the speed of the language nowadays. And definitely, after 2 to 3 versions modification, Python will get the enough speed to catch with the other languages. And as on today, The people in the industry not worrying about the execution part. They are worrying about how comfortably you are writing the code. Less lines of code, more meaning, and more time in the sense, don't think that hours together it is taking. If C is taking 1 second, Python is taking 1.2 seconds, for example. So just 2 seconds extra it is taking, for example. If it is taking 1 minute, C language taking, it is taking 1 minute, 10 seconds maybe taking Python is. So we don't want to bother about the 10 seconds. And definitely Python next versions revising, Python can get the speed like other languages also, not a problem. Are you able to follow now? So what I am trying to say, in 2015 survey, Python is using 25% coding segment in YouTube, 60% of the coding is using C language. And rest of them are using C++, some percentage, Java also, HTML also, JavaScript also. They are using so many combination of languages inside of where? YouTube. When you come to 2020 survey, it reaches to what? Python almost reaches to 65% of the coding is used in YouTube about the Python language. That's why YouTube is also one of the major organization in using what? Python language. So in C, why this is using this much? Because writing the code in C language is complicated. Such a complicated code can be easily written in which language? So definitely Python is called as a part of which language? So they're comfortably able to write the code. If Python is not providing the services to which language? Definitely C people cannot use Python. So why Python is able to use? Because Python language is which language? Extensible language. Since it is providing the services for you, you are able to call it. If it is not providing, definitely you cannot call it. I hope you are understanding. You are having a helping nature, people will ask you. If you don't have the helping nature, they won't ask you. So if you are having helping nature, are you extensible or not? Yes. So what is extensible? Any language is providing the coding segments to call in other language segments. That language is what? Extensible language. So Python language provides its services as a part of other languages too. And opposite to that language, opposite to that service, embedded. Embedded is also one more service. Are you getting, students? Extensible means giving. Embedded means what? Taking. And what is the limitation of Python? Python is not a fastest language. Python is which language? Comfortable language. Comfortable language in the sense I want to write a calendar application. How many lines I'll write? I bother about result only. I never bother about for a few minutes result. If you see on the road, one general example, if you see on the road vehicles, two-wheeler, you take it. Will you see gearless bikes more or gear bikes more or gearless? Gearless bike will take more mileage or less mileage? Less mileage. Actually, gearless will give you less mileage. Gear related bikes will give you more mileage. But why people are buying gearless? Comfortable. Or people are worrying about it? No. So indicates, and don't tell this example, Python is gearless. Your student is always very danger. Really, even myself also. When my sir says this example, I will write this also in exam also. Examiner will not read each and every point. That's why I fear to say this example. As a teacher, I will say this word because I want to connect to your brain to me so that I can inject the subject slowly into the subject. So Python is which language? Comfortable language, but not a fastest execution language. Which is the most fastest execution language? C. And C is not a comfortable language. But in Python, wherever speed is required, they are calling which code? C language code they are calling. So Python is having which facility also? Embedded. What is meant by embedded? Python can use other language code wherever it is required. That is called embedded. Python can give its services to other language wherever other languages require. This is called give and taking kind of policy. Is called what? Embedded and extensible. Am I clear or not? So coming to the point back, I'm going to give you the conclusion here. I'm saying a small point here. Extensible and embedded I am going to give you here. So I'm going to give you extensible and embedded here. So somewhere else there is embedded and extensible. So here I will open it. You just try to open it and try to read out. See students, please read out the sentences. Extensible. A programming language is said to be extensible if and only if it provides programming facilities to what? Other languages. For example, Python programming provides its programming facilities to what? C, C++, Java, etc. Hence, Python is one of the extensible programming language. Next, embedded. Come on, a programming language is said to be embedded if and only if it takes the programming services of other language. For example, Python programming embedded the programming services of what? C, C++ languages, because they are what languages? Fastest programming language. Understanding? Right. And one small announcement I want to give it. Daily I am online students, carefully listen students. Daily I am starting the class at what time so far? So I used to start important announcement, used to start at 6:20. It's my standard time of demo sessions, which you feel now that is over. That time is over. Now my daily time, from tomorrow onwards, I'm saying beginning only. Tomorrow onwards, daily, I'll start my session at what? At 6:10, 6:10 sharp. 6:10 I will start. 6:10 p.m. sharp I will say. From tomorrow onwards to end of the class, 6:10 I will come to the dais. I'll say good evening. I never come 1 minute late, and I'll take 1 hour 40 minutes minimum. 1 hour 40 minutes. With this today, all features will be over. Tomorrow I will go for the zero level coding. Zero level coding means taking your hand, taking the slate pencil, writing A. How A is written, how Python code is writing, I'll make you. That means BCom student, BA student, intermediate student, 10th class student who knows little English, they can do wonders, provided 3 conditions I said: reading the notes, practicing my sessions, and then punctually attending classes. If these 3 things are there, you'll become Pythonist. Otherwise, you will become something else. Some different NIST will become. What is that? I'm not saying. If I say, you will laugh like anything. I'm not saying that. So to become a Pythonist, I don't tell some things. That is suspense always. So I'll request all of you, join with me at what time? 6:10. So Sri is asking, one student is asking, sir, notes, when we can get, sir? Daily I'm giving notes, ma. Are you getting notes? Right. So daily notes I'm sending it. Notes I'll send. Tomorrow onwards, class will start at 6:10. Now, I have one system in my class. If anybody comes late, offline students, whether you are thinking whether you will allow or not. In your college, they will allow anytime. That's why today we are in the situation of full forms. In my class, if we come late, I don't lose a single NP from my packet. Will I lose? This is a job related course. Job related. If you come late to my class, late you come. Who is a loser? Ma? You are only the loser, right? That's why put ourselves some restrictions. On time, we should go to the class. Right? I'll come on time to the class. I'll say good evening at 6:10. If you listen good evening, you are a good student. If I see you late coming, I'll tell 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. 4th day, what I will do, you cannot imagine. What I will do 4th day, you will see. Okay? So, what time I have to allow? 6:10 or 6:15? I'll start my class at 6:10, allowing inside the class. 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, anytime. Dilemma. 5:30. 5:30, I'm in another class, student. I'm in another class. Okay, no problem. You come, try to come on time. Slowly set by yourself sincerity. Okay, students. Now I'm going to say tomorrow onwards, once again, I'm telling to all my students, please join on time to the 6:10 to my class. This is my timing. One day before only I said. Come to the point next. I'm going to introduce the next feature, last feature. Did you understand embedded and extensible? Now I am entering into the other party, third party softwares. I'm going to introduce one more kind of thing. Very important. What is it? Third party APIs. Third party APIs is there, which is also very important in real world. What do you mean by these third parties? Dear students, when you take Python programming, Rosam developed, who is a father of Python or not? Rosam developed a lot of modules. Lot of what? Modules. Lot of modules developed it. And that's why, as on today, Python is the first choice programming language to the people in writing the code most powerfully. Right or not? Good. Now, I'm going to say certain things Rosam did not develop. Suppose I'm writing here 2x plus what? 9y is equal to 6. 2x plus 9y is equal to 6. And 6x plus 4y is equal to some 18. And find x and y. Have you seen this type of things in your school days? What these are all called? Linear equations. Even in 1 or 2 days back, I told this. Linear equations we can call. Finding x and y. According to my mathematics standards, there are 3 methodologies are there. 3 methods are there. 3 approaches are there to solve it. I don't know whether you know these approaches or not, but in Python programming, it is not possible to solve by using the modules provided by what? Rosam. Rosam did not provide any modules for linear equations, but in data science, these are very, very important. So how do you deal with this kind of things? Definitely, some persons like who developed it, Travis Oliphant developed a module called NumPy. Module called what? NumPy. Stands for your favorite answer, numerical Python. Spell out once. This module did not developed by whom? Rosam. Developed by what? Travis Oliphant. He is a third party vendor. It is developed by numpy.org organization. This is developed by what? PSF. It is developed by some different organization. For which people they developed it? For Python people developed it for solving what? Complex mathematical calculations. For solving complex mathematical calculations, Travis has developed another module that is known as what? NumPy. Stands for what? Numerical Python. One more thing I'm going to say. Look at students 10, 20, 30, and then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. What is this is called? Matrix. What is the matrix? Collection of rows and columns is called matrix. Whose dimension is called what? 3 by 3. And there is one more matrix is available called what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right or not? This is called another matrix. What is the use of matrices? First of all, no sound will be there in any of the moment. You take your any person, take our 10th class maths teacher, 9th class maths teacher, intermediate paper 1, paper 2 maths teachers. What is the use of matrices? You will do matrix examples. Addition you will do, subtraction you will do, inverse you will do, determinant you will do, many more things you will do. But what is the use of first line called matrices? Out of order. Your marks 75 by 75, nobody will bother about it. How is your real talent in the real time applications? That is an important. What is this is called A? What is a to the power of t? A transpose. What is the need of going for transpose? You'll say rows into columns, columns into rows. That is easy. But how do you do in real time? What is the use of it? This type of operations are not there in where Python programming. Some third party person has developed. NumPy programming will provide these operations. How many lines of code? One line of code I will write it. If I want to do it in Python code, I have to write 15 lines of code, which is complex for me to write it. A data scientist want to use matrices in the data science algorithm. I'll go for what? NumPy module I will install and directly go for what? Matrix operations I will use it. Linear equations I want. What is the use of linear equations in my real time? Why should I use it? How can I use it? In which cases I will use it? These are all data science related things. That is not there in which language? Python. It is provided by some other modules. In Python, I can call that because all third-party modules are developed in where C language and Python they are using. Why C language they are using? For fastest execution purpose. Why Python is using? For comfortability of the programming they used it. Did you understand my points? Next, you come to one more time. I want to use it. So what is that now? What is the module now available? NumPy. What is that now? NumPy. Developed by a scientist called what? Travis. He is called third party vendor. Third party vendor this is. He is a third party vendors. Developed for which programmers? Python programmers for what calculations? Complex mathematical calculations. Getting students? You know, of course, if I go on raising it, mx plus c, what is this y, m, x and c? Of course, lope, okay, I also know that. What is this c? What is the significance of c? Huh? What is the use of constant there? If I use a c plus x1, what will happen? If I use k1, I am writing, what will happen? So constant, variable, these are all called already over. That is called what? Theoretical knowledge, paper job. You are tiger on the paper, but not a tiger on the system. So because of all these things, marks may come. Parents will feel very happy. 980 by 1000. Parents will give sweets. When MSET results are coming, taking the sweets back. 980 by 1000. MSET rank is 70,000. Very dull. There is a tiger on the paper, but not tiger in the competitive part. Any use? No. So what is required? Originality is required. Skills of coding is required. Such coding skills will explain 0 level coding part for you. That will start next. Next, go to one more thing. You take Meesho, Amazon, LinkedIn, Flipkart, you take it. They are expanding their businesses. They need what? Business models. Analysis. Analytics is required. Analysis and analytics kind of models are not there in which programming? Python programming. There is a scientist called what? There is a scientist called what? MC Kinney. MC Kinney is another scientist. In 2008, they developed one type of module called what? Pandas. They developed a module name called what? Pandas. Stands for what? Panel data. Pandas. PAN. Panel. DA. Data. You see in any place, Pandas they will explain half an hour. NumPy they will explain 1 hour. It is over. Student is already almost closed. If this is how much important it is, if you will see in my class how it is available. Telangana state you take it. 29 states are there. Population of India. Telangana population, how to find out? In your company, Python developers are there. Java developers are there. Lot of developers are there. I want to separate. Python developer separate, Java developer separate. I want to write a single instruction which will group my employees' information. How to do that? I want to analyze the data. For data analysis is concerned. For data analysis is concerned. For data analytics is concerned. Analytics is concerned. I will use the tool called what? Pandas. Pandas is not a part of which language? Developed by what? MC Kinney is a third party person. Like that, there are a lot of modules are there. Matplotlib. Take a small example when you take your students' progress report. The school people will give you graph, right or not? Annual graph. And by looking at it, you can almost understand what is the capacity of the student. How is your progress is. You take your academic progress, schooling progress, intermediate progress, engineering progress, your postgraduate progress. You can see in the form of graph, right? Data visualization is important. Data visualization is important. Visualization, this is also one of the most important module, which is not there in which language? Python programming. This is also developed in C language and Python only. Like that, SciPy and then what? Scikit. Like this, Scikit. Like this, Seaborn, Seaborn. And next is called NLP, etc. These are all called data science related modules. These are not present in where Python programming. Our Python program can use what? Third party APIs. Sir, what is the first party here? What is the first party here? What is the second party here? What is the third party? Almost you understand that. And third party here, I am going to say. First party libraries, first party modules are always what? Language modules. All Python modules are called what? First party module. Second party modules are what? Underlying OS libraries are called what? Second party. And the third party modules are what? Travis modules, MCKNA, data visualization tools. All those things are what? Third party. My Jupyter notebook IDs, database softwares, they are all called what? Third party. Did you understand? First language always what? Language related. Second party is always underlying OS related libraries. Third parties, IDEs, databases, like these kind of extra modules are comes under what? Third party. There is no fourth party, fifth party like political parties. No such parties are available. There are three things are there which you need to take care in the class. As a part of my Python class, I will explain these modules. First two modules I will explain perfectly. Other things I am not going to discuss in the Python class. Actually, I am doing some additional help here. This is an additional help I am explaining. NumPy and pandas I will explain in the class. Perfectly I will explain. Actually, in data science, I used to explain. These things I am explaining in data science level. These things in my Python class itself, I will explain. Are you able to follow? So what is the use of third-party tools? Third-party tools for the Python programmer makes the calculations easy, makes the data analysis easy, makes the data visualization easy. If I want to write such coding by myself using Python modules, which is difficult. Yes or no? Simple, you are working in a company and one specialist programmer is not there. You are hiring from other company for 30 days. He is called which person? Third party person coming to your office and working for 30 days on that issue. You will fix that issue and he will go to that. So he is called what? Third party person. He is able to do the task. And existing people are not able to do the task. Are you getting my point? So third party things are always providing some higher efficiency to the existing modules of Python. So Python is always ready to support which modules? It is nothing but one type of embedded feature only. Embedded feature. That is Python uses what modules? Third party modules. That's why Python is which language? Third party supporting programming language. Did you understand this explanation? How many features are there? 11 features. Can you tell me one by one? Simple. Silence. Only sound is coming. You need to say clearly in the class. Day one, I asked about when I started this. You did not say that time because daily I'm explaining 3-4 days onwards. I'm explaining. By the time you need to have everything in the mind. Your parents are asking daily you are going to college now. What are you class now? What are you learning? You have to say today I learned this. Today I learned this. Today I learned this. You have to explain by yourself like that. Your parents will feel very happy for it. Daily, what is your progress? You measure it. Say, all of you, one by one. Simple, freeware and open source, platform independent language, dynamically typed, interpreted programming language, high-level programming language, robust, both procedural and functional oriented, extensible, embedded third party support APIs. So somebody asked after the class, what is Python? You have to say Python is one of the simple, freeware, open source, platform independent, dynamically typed, high level, robust, functional, object oriented, extensible, embedded, third party API sub programming language. If we say like that now, interviewer will wonder who is this expert. If you don't say all these things, he will look at you in the same way only. Who is this weak student? That's why only for these months, if you work hard, your future is colorful. Otherwise, if you enjoy in this course duration time, we can't know what will happen. That's why I will explain coding from tomorrow. What is my tomorrow's concept? Data representation in Python. Literals I will introduce, identifiers I will introduce, rules for variables I will introduce, followed by what? Data types I will introduce. What my class starts with? 6:10 sharp I will enter. Beginning you will come on time. Later onwards you will not read the subject. You will become what? Heavyweight person. Heavyweight in the sense not reading, you will not get the interest to go to the class. Daily reading, you will get when 6 o'clock I should go. You don't read for 3-4 days. You will get fear to go to the class. Understand, students? My dear students, I am requesting all of you, read the notes and come to the class. If any friends are there, any new friends are there, ask them to attend tomorrow. They will understand more better than up to today. Daily you observe my class. Today you are understanding. Tomorrow you see. I will ask you tomorrow. Yesterday, today you compare. And you will say, sir, today is more than yesterday. Day after tomorrow, you will say, day after tomorrow more than, like that. Daily I will take you to the peaks. In the peaks, there is a two things. Bay of Bengal is there and one Arabian Sea is there and MNC is there. You have to enter into MNC. Provided when you read the notes. When you don't read, I cannot read. Frankly speaking. Okay, students? Fine. So I'll stop my class. Tomorrow sharp 6:10 my class will start. Okay, students? I will take the class up to 7:50, 7:45, 7:55. Depends on my topic completion. Okay, now? Right. Don't miss it. Take care. All the best. Online students, you can hold on. I'll give you the doubt clarification for you.